Hello everybody and welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And in today's review we'll be taking a look at the Transformers, the Last Knight Voyager class Autobot Hound. So here he is in his awesome looking vehicle mode. Yeah, you got a Mercedes logo on the front right there. So yeah, this is actually his new alt mode in the Last Knight film. Yes, I am aware that the Last Knight is the worst Transformers film ever in the Bayverse universe, but hey, it's okay. It is what it is. I mean, the movie was not great, but I still loved it, you know, because of the action scenes. I do quite like the action scenes. I still loved it to death. But anyway, you got some nice yellow paint on the front for the headlights. No paint on the top, unfortunately. You got some black a bit right here and more black on the front grille, and got little Decepticon symbols like on Hound. They're just teched out, so it just tells you that he has literally killed so many Decepticons. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you double that on the other side. He has killed 16 Decepticons in total. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't see any Autobot symbols on him, but it's okay. I already know he's an Autobot because of Hound. I know Hound from G1, yeah, and then from Siege, yeah, sure. And then you got some nice blue paint for the windows. You got some nice gunmetal gray paint on the back, but that's for the arms, you know. And you got some nice dirty wheels. Yeah, he has some nice dirty wheels right here. And you come to the bottom, you'll see his pouch and his chest. And there you go, and that's the top of his head right there. So technically it's visible head syndrome, but it's okay. It is what it is. But still a nicely done vehicle mode. I do quite like it. And there are a lot of ports on this guy, so you can plug in a lot of weapons. And speaking of weapons, he does include some of them. He does include as much as the Age of Extinction version did. He does include this thing. It's not a gun, it's a kind of a holder piece. So this plugs in to the center port right there, like so. Then he does include some triple-barreled guns, very little guns. So yeah, it's reminiscent to his triple-barreled BFG. So yeah, kinda. And these do store on the vehicle as well, so you can actually use these ports at the back to plug in these little guns if you want to, or you can plug it like right here, or if you want to, you can plug this on the top right here. But they're supposed to go on the on these guns. So yeah, he does come with these two big guns, these two big double-barreled blasters or something. So that's pretty cool. So now these do store onto these ports right here, and just plug them in to these ports right here, and just plug this in like so. And just plug that in. There we go. So you have weapon storage in the vehicle mode. This can actually rotate around, so that's pretty cool. I do quite like that. These can actually flip up like so that they can aim. But there we go. Yeah, not too many weapons, you know, not too many weapons on this figure. So yeah, I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. But anyway, so let us get down to some comparisons. So the first comparison is quite obvious. So I'm going to bring in the Age of Extinction Voyager class Hound, so you can see the two different vehicles. Well, this one has some Autobot symbols on the well, this figure has some Autobot symbols on himself, but this one does not, unfortunately. But I kind of wish the Mercedes logo was painted, you know, a bit. But anyway, it is what it is. But still, got two different shades of green from these two Hound figures. But yeah, in my opinion, I think this figure is way better than this one, because this one, I still like this one because of his weapons, because of his robot mode. I do quite like that, but still, I wish there was more paint on this. This one has a little bit more paint here and there. But anyway, so there you have Hound for comparison. And I'm going to bring in some deluxes from the Last Knight itself, Cogman, Drift, and then I'm going to bring in Squeaks. The scale between Squeaks and Hound definitely does not work because the scooter is as big as a truck. So yeah, that that to me doesn't work. This should be way smarter, because you see the scooter is bigger than the cars as well. So yeah, so there you have that for the Last Knight Deluxes. Oh yeah, speaking of the Last Knight Deluxes, this is actually the Studio Series version, so not the original one. So yeah, and now we can reunite Hound with the rest of the Transformers the Last Knight Voyagers. We'll bring in Prime, and we'll bring in Nitro Zeus, and then we'll bring in the Megs, and then we'll bring in Scorn, so you can see the nice looking set of Transformers the Last Knight Voyagers. So yeah, they look pretty cool. I do quite like these Voyager figures. They are really well done. So that is it for my alt mode comparisons. Okay, so we got the comparisons out of the way right now. So now we can actually get down to transforming Hound into his robot mode. So first thing I would like to do is just unplug all this. Just unplug all that. There we go. Just plug it off to the side, and we shall get started. So now we just unclip this section right here. Just unclip this section and just flip this up, just like so. Just flip this up, and of course you want to flip this back like so, and you can actually flip out his head if you want to. Flip out his head right now, and there we go. So now you can untab this section right here and split his arms, and you have to be careful. Just swing out the arms, which can be really hard to do. There we go. Just swing them out, and just rotate the arms down like so, and the shoulders will just clip into place, and this will just lock it into place. So yeah, it doesn't come out, which is pretty cool. So now just straighten out the arm, flip out his hand, and just flip up this panel, and there we go. And you can actually rotate the missiles right here around, and there we go. We got one arm all done. So the same thing on the other side. Just bring this all the way in. Just bring that in. Just rotate the arm around, bring it down, and just straighten up the arm. Flip out the hand, flip in this panel, and just lock the hand in place. Rotate the missiles around, and there you have his upper body all done. So now for his lower body, you want to split his legs, and you want to bring down this section right here and just flip this back like so. And you want to bring down his leg and just bring this out, and you want to flip out his toe, rotate it around, and there you go. So now just bring this all the way back and just flip down this panel, and there you have one leg all done. So the same thing on the other side. Bring this down, flip this back, bring down the whole leg, and just rotate this around. And as you rotate this around, you can see that the wheel does not roll smoothly. So when you bring this up, the wheel will definitely roll smoothly, but when you bring this down, the wheel is on a ratchet joint. So that's pretty cool. So just flip out his toe and just rotate this around. Just bring it down a little bit more and just flip down this panel, and there we have his legs all done. And now you have to compress this to the body. And there we go. And I believe we are finished with the transformation. Let me raise up the camera a little bit more so we can see the full effect. There we go. So looks like we're done with the transformation into his robot mode. So there you have the Transformers the Last Knight Hound in his robot mode. And yeah, in my opinion, he looks quite good. Yeah, really cool figure. I do quite like this Hound. A lot better than the Age of Extinction Hound. I mean, he's still slimmer. He's still quite slim, but still you can technically see the belly right here on the chest. That's pretty cool. And you can see the pouch and everything, and I do quite like that. It's pretty cool. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at that head sculpt. Nice looking beard. He's missing his cigar again. So yeah, got nice blue eyes, nice silver for the face. I like the beard, how it's airbrushed. That's pretty cool. And you can actually remove the top of his helmet and make him bald if you want to. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, you can do that if you want to. And you got nice painted details on the chest. Nice black paint, and no, not black, got like gunmetal gray or something. So yeah. Again, gunmetal gray on the arms. Got some orange on the missiles. And got some nice gunmetal gray paint on the legs. So yeah, pretty nicely painted all around. And I do quite like the fact that the wheels actually become the feet. I mean, not super screen accurate, but still I do quite like the idea that the wheels become the feet as they're supposed to. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. Now he does have some articulation here and there. The head is on a ball joint, I believe. Yes, on the ball joint. There isn't any much of a wiggly movement on the head, but it can actually move up a little bit, can look down a little bit. The arms can definitely rotate a full 360. He can move in and out. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have a double jointed elbow, which is really nice. Does he have a wrist swivel? Yes, he does have a wrist swivel, which is pretty nice in my opinion. And he does have a waist swivel, which is pretty cool. And this piece can actually untab and move out of the way to accommodate the leg movements. The legs can move up that far, it can move back that far. He can almost do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel. He does have a knee joint, slightly under 90 degrees of bend. The feet, they can't, this joint can be used to pivot the foot up and down, but he does have some ankle tiltage, which is pretty cool, and the feet can actually rotate around on this nice ratchet joint, so that's pretty cool. And let's just arm him up with some weapons right now. So where are his weapons? Okay, I found them. So the way I do this, I just take these guns out, and I just take this right here and just plug this in like so. Use that post and just unplug this. Use this post to plug into the center port right here. That's how I do it. That's how I do things for my Transformers Last Knight Hound. So that's how I arm him up. So I just plug it into his hands like so. Just plug it into his hands like so, and then this thing, what I do is just plug it into his back. There we go. So that I don't have to see it no more. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, you can actually use these ports if you want to. You know, there are ports here, right there, and you can use these ports again to store the weapons if you want to, but that's how I want to arm up my Hound, so that's pretty cool. So now let us move on to the comparisons. Of course, I will bring in the most obvious comparison first. So here is the Transformers Last Knight Hound with his Age of Extinction counterpart. So you can see the differences between these two figures. And still, in my opinion, I definitely like this one way better than this mold. This mold was okay at best, but still it didn't have the belly. This one has more of the belly, but still it's quite slim. But hey, I still quite like this figure. So there you have that. And now we will compare Hound with some of the deluxes from the Last Knight and Studio series. So here he is with the squeaks and drift, and of course the Cogman. So you can see how they scale with one another. I think that fares, I guess. Maybe Cogman, Cogman is way out of scale because he's supposed to be a headmaster. I mean his headmaster is here, so I guess accurate. So there you have that, and there you have that for squeaks. And now, actually, before we reunite Hound with the rest of the Voyagers from the Last Knight, I would just put in this comparison right now. So here's Hound with the Studio Series Voyager class Optimus Prime. This is the actual Dark on the Moon Optimus Prime, the Studio Series 44, but this is the same toy with the Studio Series number 32 Optimus Prime. So, yeah. I mean, they're pretty much the same height, I guess. I think Prime is a little bit taller. It's a little bit taller, but I think Hound should be way shorter for the scale to be accurate. So, yeah, Prime is a little bit taller. So there you have that going on here. And now we can actually reunite Hound with the rest of the Voyagers. So here he is with Megatron. And then I'm gonna bring in Scorn. And I'm not sure you can see everybody, but let me raise up the camera a little bit more so we can see them. And now we can bring in the last two Voyagers of the Last Knight. We got Prime and we got Nitro Zeus, so you can see how the rest of the Voyagers from the Last Knight look together. And wow, Hound is actually the shortest. Hound is actually the shortest. I think the scale between Hound and this Prime definitely works really well, because Prime is definitely taller than Hound, so he's supposed to be taller than Hound, so that is pretty much accurate. Definitely Scorn between Hound is not accurate, because Scorn is supposed to be way bigger. So I hope Studio Series makes a new Scorn figure to go with the rest of the Studio Series Grimlock. Not rest of Studio Series Grimlock. To go with Studio Series Grimlock. That's what I was trying to say until my brain shut down, because I didn't know what I was saying. I'm sorry, but anyway. So yeah, they look good together. So there you have that for the Robot Mirrored comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers The Last Knight Voyager class Autobot Hound. You know what? This is a really well done figure in my opinion. The vehicle mode definitely looks great. There should be more paint here and there. I wish he had more of the desert paint on him, the dirty, muddy paint on him. So, but hey, it is what it is. The vehicle mode still looks good. The robot mode definitely looks really good in my opinion. Of course, it could have benefited in some more paint here and there, but it's okay. It is what it is. It still looks great in my opinion. I like how they managed to get some of the belly into this robot mode. He still looks kind of skin and slimmy. He looks kind of slim in my opinion. He still looks slim, but yeah, still they managed to find a way to add in the belly a little bit, just a tad bit. Okay, so yeah. The head is definitely really gorgeous. I love the silver paint on the face and the airbrushed effect on the beard as well. The only thing he's missing is basically his cigar. I wish he had his cigar, but unfortunately he does not have it. So yeah, and I do like the little grenades molded into the belly right there, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, really nicely done. Definitely leaps and bounds better than the Transformers Age of Extinction Voyager class Hound figure. I mean, I still like that one, but still I think this one definitely wins over that figure. So yeah, the guns definitely a nice touch. Yeah, not as much as the Age of Extinction version. So yeah, but still it's a nicely done figure for what it is. Very enjoyable, very fun to mess with. So yeah, I'm gonna give it probably an 8 out of 10. So yeah, I mean, not 100% screen accurate yet, so I'm waiting for Studio Series to do another Hound from Age of Extinction and The Last Knight, so I hope that comes out soon, hopefully. But anyway, so yeah, I think that is pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, go ahead and click that notification bell icon down below as well. And also, if you are trying to find a Hound figure from the Bayverse, you can always check out bigbadtoystore.com by using the link in the description down below. So I'll post the link to that website right there as well for you to check it out. And I think that is pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers The Last Knight Voyager class Autobot Hound, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.